Hello, my lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans. It's Laurie, and I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a pick a card, or pick a pile, or pick a stone, whatever you want to call it. This would be the rose quartz, snowflake obsidian, sodalite. So if you want to keep track, I'm going to do one pile at a time. So pick your pile, whatever feels right. There's 11 cards. They're the exact same. You know, not the exact same cards, but they're the same cards, 11 cards throughout each pile. So go ahead and pick a pile, figure out which one you're going to focus on. I'll do each one in a row this way, and that'll be your message for you. All right, let's go ahead and set these other two aside. If somebody wants to timestamp for me, because I know I'm going to forget. So the rose quartz. We're going to lay out all the different cards, okay? And then we will see what the message is for you. I did not pre-plan this. I just started picking cards according to what Spirit said, and that's where we're at. So we're going to reveal your spirit animal at the very end. Okay, we have one here that has a message for you, but we will see what's going to come out here. All right, so for the rose quartz pile or stone or whatever you want to call it, we have the 9 of fire. We have storm fields, she who resists, audace, fearless, justified, resistant. We have grizzly bear, so that's power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads me. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will always succeed. And then in the Celtic Dragon cards here, we have the 4 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the 5 of Wands. Then we have, with the Talisman Oracle, we have Courage. With the Holy Grail Tarot deck, we have the 5 of Wands, Chaos and Drama and Competition. Your gemstone is the Libra Psychic Ability and Third Eye Chakra, card number 23. And I do apologize, the garbage truck is out there really revving up. I have no idea why. Must be a new driver. All right. So what I am hearing here with this message is that you are a survivor. You do not give up. You have two major cards right here. 3, courage. Oh my gosh. I just noticed you have the same card here twice too. The 5 of Wands, which all of these cards talk about you being a survivor. Somebody who does not give up. Somebody who fights through, wins, has strength, inner courage, inner strength, character. You definitely do not let chaos or drama or competition rule your world. You crush those things and succeed because of being able to deal with those types of energies. This is beautiful. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to refer to my book to see what Stormfield says for you. This too shall pass. Absolutely. 9 of Wands. And then the Stormfields is a 9. It's all about you being a survivor. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be cause for some conflict. Pent-up energy always needs to be released, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. I just realized your cards are not all on camera. I do apologize for that. Let's see if I can... Oh, there we go. I thought I was zoomed out all the way. Sorry about that. Not all storms are destructive, though. Sometimes they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember, though, that whatever is being stirred up inside of you or between you and another person will always benefit you later. You will learn some lesson from this. The sun will shine again, and new growth will be observed in that particular relationship or situation or within yourself. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little bit. Wow, this really fits in with your daily and your uplifting reading for today. All right, so that's Storm Fields. Audace, she who is fearless, justified in resistance. Let's see what that message is for you. It's all about your courage, your ability to fight through and survive whatever comes your way. Audace's message for you is to fight for yourself. Resist those who would change who you are. Stand against any injustice that is in your world. It is best to choose the path of nonviolence, yet at times you may have to use justified anger as an impetus to move yourself forward. I would caution with the anger, okay? This moment calls for you to draw on your own inner strength. Examine how you may be allowing things to happen simply by refusing to resist. Okay, you allow things to happen when you don't stand up and at least talk about what's happening. And I think talking is always much better than anger. Anger is really never beneficial other than to motivate you to move forward. But don't use anger against anyone else. Examine how you may have been allowing things to happen, okay? Take a good look at that. This is not a time to allow others to walk all over you. All right, and you don't. I can see here that you are a survivor, okay? Beautiful message there. Again, I caution about the sense of using anger. I never, unless it's just to get me moving, I don't agree with using anger against anyone. All right, so let's see what courage says for you. All right, the struggle is real. I can't turn the page. Courage. This card represents courage, will, and your determination. It will be through dealing with a new set of obstacles or challenges that you will make your most significant leap forward in personal growth. We learn little, very, very little from when we're comfortable. The peaceful moments in life reward us for the hard work that we've already done, but those easy times don't give us the opportunity to show our perseverance and strength of character. You have everything that it takes to see this situation through to the end. Whatever you are facing, you can and will get through it. Courage evolves, and it can grow into compassion, patience, and forgiveness for self and others. Alongside the hard times in life, we can still see the joy and be present for all the goodness that is coming our way. Your positive mantra with this is, I am strong. And here you are, the grizzly bear. You are strong. You are somebody who likes to learn, somebody who will, I'm hearing, fight for what you believe in the right ways. Okay, fighting does not mean violence. It just means not tolerating what you are seeing. Okay, and the Four of Pentacles here says you don't tolerate. You are unhappy when you see injustice in the world. You have a very strong mind, and you know how to use your words to help change situations. You know that you have a sword at your side, but your sword doesn't have to be drawn in order to converse and solve issues, okay? But you will stand up for what you believe in. And I love that this card here in particular, it has golden wands and gold dragons, because this is not like conflict. This is about learning from the other person, learning how to do things together, working through the situation. Okay? Strength, courage, the ability to overcome chaos, drama, and competition through peaceful measures. Let us see what labradorite means for you. I've been gardening, so I keep noticing that I have stuff under my fingernails. I do apologize. All right, so labradorite says, when you draw this card, it heralds a time for you to get more in touch with your intuition and your psychic abilities. You have been born with your own unique psychic gifts. Trust in these gifts and understand that you are truly connecting with your spirit guides and your angels. Do not be afraid of your psychic abilities. You might receive your psychic information through premonitions, your dreams, or through being clairsentient, which is when you feel something physically. I feel that, and I'm not afraid of these things. You should never fear what you don't understand. Encounter it, deal with it, and you will find that there's nothing to fear. It's an inner understanding that you possess. You may also receive psychic information through clairvoyance, which is when you are seeing something with your third eye or your inner eye. Okay, so internally getting messages, which is how I see most of your readings. If you are already aware of your psychic gifts, Labradorite is here today to make you aware that you need to reawaken these gifts or prepare for a boost in your intuition. So you may be receiving more and more intuitive messages from your guides. Your spirit guides have been trying to get your attention. They want to work more closely with you. Please notice any signs that you may receive or feelings that you may have. You may be inspired to attend some sort of spiritual function, event, or retreat, spa, whatever, gathering, or you may even feel drawn to a particular book on spirituality, which may help you enhance your psychic abilities. All right, now we are going to reveal your spirit animal, okay, oracle. We are going to see what you have here. You have groundhog spirit, number 31. It is time to let go. Okay, so let's see what, maybe it'll give us a clue of what you need to let go of. If you know what you need to let go of, drop that in the comments. Just say, yep, I know, or you can say, I need to let go of my ego. I need to let go of obsessing over not having enough money, whatever it is. Groundhog spirit says, endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So groundhog spirit is here to let you know that it may be time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer working for you. We love to hold on to what is familiar. It creates a comfort zone. But the new things in your life need space to arrive so that personal growth can happen. When groundhog spirit appears, it is a sign there is something in your present situation that you probably need to let go of so that something new can be born. Something that will be far, far, far better than what you are dealing with right now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. And you might feel like doing that too. You may yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new way of being. However, change is coming and it is good. So please try to let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be just right for you. Life requires change and attachment. Say farewell to whatever once worked for you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. Your protection message reads, have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and it needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality, feelings of goodness, feelings of joy and happiness, confidence, any of those things. If you're not feeling those things in whatever situation or relationship you're in or anything you're dealing with, that tells you that this is no longer serving you and it's time to let that thing go. Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar, the way you've always seen it. Groundhog spirit has appeared to let you know that it probably is time to accept that the past is the past. So allow yourself to feel the loss and to grieve it if you still need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing and understanding that spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you get through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open because winter always gives way to spring and endings always give way to beginnings. For right now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that is Spirit's promise to you. What a beautiful message for you. I am going to get you one more message here. Spirit asked me not to put the astrology card out ahead of time, but to give this to you during the reading. So this is something that you may wish to focus on, okay? All right. So we got two cards here. Chiron, hurt and heal, okay? Chiron is all about the wounded warrior, this strength right here, the Nine of Wands energy, okay? And Uranus is about radically changing the way you are, the way you have been, letting go of something that you have held dear for a very long time. It is time to release that. Release the hurt, release the pain, and start healing. Beautiful energy, beautiful message for you. Drop a comment if this is your message. Tell me what you resonated with. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this message, if it's not your message. Yeah. All right, so we're going to move on to the next reading. Let me move these out of the way here. I wish I could figure out how to get my camera to keep playing, or, you know, stop and then come back. For some reason, I haven't been able to do that. All right, so second pile here is the Snowflake obsidian, okay? That's a beautiful stone, too. Very black with whitish gray snowflakes through it. All right, so we're going to lay out your message here. And I don't know how I laid it out last time, but we'll figure it out. All right. Okay, so what we have here is the Six of Wands. Yes, victory is yours. Overcoming difficult times with the Ten of Wands. Then you have Alis, she who grants wishes, desires, and hopes. And then you have the Snow Leopard, which talks about self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often you're on your own. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Then you have the Magician card here. You also have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Beautiful energy here. All of these, beautiful, beautiful energy. Then you have card 22 from the, oh, these were reversed. Okay. You have the Divine Guidance card from the Talisman Oracle, and then you have card 22, Intention, from the map, the Enchanted Map Oracle. And then you have Lapis Lazuli, which is card 24, and it's about problems that are resolved. This is a beautiful message here. You definitely know how to put burdens down and move out of chaos, out of drama, into a much more peaceful energy, okay? You know how to overcome oppression, and you take on voluntary challenges. You don't see things as challenges. You see them as opportunities to improve yourself, to improve life, to help others, to see things in a different way. Beautiful energy here. Let's see what Alis says for you. Let me figure out where my books are here. So Alis, she who grants wishes. I love this book. All right, so Alis tells you to define what it is you want. What are your wishes? What is your heart's desire? Do not answer too quickly. Sometimes we wish for a horse when what we truly desire is movement, or maybe even just a ride. Your responsibility to yourself is to dig deeply into your own wants and needs. Pay attention to the proverb that says, be careful what you wish for. You may just get it. So, she who grants wishes, Alice, requires you to apply discretion before you say what it is you think you want. Alice's goal is not to withhold anything from you. She merely hopes that you will not waste the gift of a wish today. This card brings work, but also brings much fulfillment. Okay, beautiful message there. And then you have the snow leopard here. Self-reliance, the ability to do what you have to do. You are good at this, overcoming things. And you're so self-reliant that you do look at things as opportunities instead of voluntary challenges or oppression or anything else. You overcome those feelings. You have the magician here. You are connected to your divine power. You are connected to your higher power, your shamanism, your medicine man, your miracle worker, whatever it is. You know that you have all the resources at your fingertips to create whatever reality you wish to create. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And you work very well with others with this Three of Pentacles energy here. You may lead the way, you may guide people, but you work very, very well. You take inspiration and you put it to good use. You also have the Knight of Wands here, which talks about being passionate and taking charge. And that's why I say again here, you may lead the way in a lot of different things, even in group activities where you're overcoming certain things, challenges, like teamwork. Okay, so maybe a sports team, team at work, so teamwork. But you're passionate. You definitely have a fire within that keeps you going, okay? You never surrender here. You always know how to move on. All right, let's see what the divine guidance from the Talisman Oracle deck tells you. All right. It's best to watch out for a sign before you move forward at this time. You are ready to enjoy the fruits of your hard work, but don't decide to embrace any one particular aspect of your life at this time. Take a moment to breathe. Wait for some more information to emerge before making that decision. This card can also mean that it's best to use your intuition to make the final call, rather than using your head. Try to balance both and read the signs carefully, and then trust your instincts. Although it may be frustrating to wait, proceeding when the time is right will be much more rewarding. All right, you can use this positive affirmation. I am patient. Yes, I was feeling like there is some sort of Two of Wands energy. I kept feeling Two of Wands, but I wasn't seeing it here. You have a decision that you have to make, and that's why we've got the intentions card here too. Card 22, which is all about being in alignment. You are in the right place at the right time, okay? So be prepared for something really good to come your way. Dragonfly Spirit says, I am in the wrong book. Okay, so we had Dragonfly Spirit coming through with your intentions. That was meant for somebody. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like the magic arrows that shoot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you are hitting your mark. Recognize and understand that you are not the one who has to do all the work, however. Others help you co-create reality. With that Three of Pentacles here, okay? You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allow for synchronicity or muse inspiration to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life that you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. I absolutely love that message for you. Absolutely love that message. All right, and then we have lapis lazuli here, and I'm referring to the eternal crystals. Okay, so card 24. Lapis Lazuli says, if you have been feeling stuck, stagnant, or as though life is bringing you one problem after another, Lapis Lazuli is here to help you. Drawing this card indicates that things around you are about to transform. There is a positive energy coming to you that will help you to let go of anything in your past or present that may be holding you back. As you sit and dwell less on matters in your past, you will begin to feel this surge of new transformative energy. It is time now for you to focus upon your strengths, not your weaknesses. You have an incredible inner power that can get you through any difficult time. Remember that you are not alone. Your spirit guides, angels, and passed on loved ones are also with you, helping you. Try to stay positive and focused on your goals. Keep charging ahead with your hopes and your dreams. Try not to get too distracted by other people's energies, opinions, or problems because they don't belong to you. Lapis Lazuli is associated with your throat chakra. Its energy helps you to communicate clearly. Another sign here. It is also associated with your third eye chakra, which helps you with your intuition too. All right, let's reveal your spirit animal oracle. You got the armadillo, card number 3. Set some healthy boundaries here. Interesting. That last card, this lapis lazuli, felt like it was meant for the rose quartz, but it came out in this reading, so it was definitely meant for whoever is here listening to this message. All right, so armadillo spirit says, learning to set healthy boundaries is a gift from armadillo spirit. You are entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions, here we go, and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and to say no to some things that may have been okay for you in the past. Might even be quite a few things that you have to release. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin. What is yours to own and what is not. Okay, so do not take on other people's energies, opinions, or difficulties. They are not yours. They need to deal with them. Understand your limits and know that it's an empowering choice when we say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it may be time to be honest with yourself about what you really want for yourself out of your life. Be clear on what you are agreeing to when you make contracts with other people or even with yourself. Make sure that you are clear in what your needs are, and then if you need to, say no to someone as a full sentence. When we do this, this is an act of respect and kindness that we extend to others as well as to ourselves. Trust your body's signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo Spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. So please make sure your focus is on checking up on your healthy boundaries from time to time. Okay, don't let those just go by the wayside. This might be a tricky time for you, as you may find yourself caught up with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you really feel. Do you feel anxious saying no to someone? So you maybe just cave in, even knowing that the outcome will not be in your best interest? I've done it. It's not a good feeling. Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone else from facing their challenges? You can't, okay? Because they have to learn to deal with their own issues. Instead, you might take on their responsibility, rescuing them, enabling them, instead of giving them the freedom to learn their lessons their own way. That's how people start becoming enabled. And we don't even realize we're doing it because we're doing it out of kindness and love for that person. All right, so perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared, they would change, and then everything would be well, everything would turn out okay. Well, Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and with others, no matter how difficult that may be, or how much you may fear losing someone or something. 9 times out of 10, facing your fear telling the truth and setting your boundaries actually makes things better for yourself and between you and other people. You will be amazed at the miracles that can happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, or becoming a people pleaser, or just losing your own personal integrity, your own authenticity. Sorry about the truck. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax. Live and let live. Let things just go. Don't argue over things that do not matter. If you or someone else is feeling or being or acting defensive, you are called to take a step back and trust that Spirit has a plan and everything will work out. All right, Spirit asked me to give you guys an astrology message at the end of these readings, okay? So we had the 11 original cards, which talks about being in alignment. I thought it was so cool because Spirit just kept telling me which deck to pick up and put a card out and how many to put out and so on and so forth. And when I was setting them up, I realized 11 cards in each one. All right, we're getting 2 messages here too. All right, so we have Neptune and fire. So dream and transcend. And then we have fire energy, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. And that both of these are talking about having the desires, taking the time to think about what you really want out of your life, okay? Dream, and then rise above that. It will come to you when you release it, okay? Fire energy, confidence, optimism, passion, bravery. Those are all aspects that you embrace all the time, and Spirit wanted to share with you to remind you that you have those wonderful qualities. And if you have been forgetting who you are, here's Spirit's way of reminding you. All right, I love this message for you guys. We're going to go ahead and move on to the final message here. All right. So this last message is the Soda Stone. I wished I'd put that up there for the quartz. Okay, so what we have here is the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands. And then you have the 10 of Swords here. So you have difficult endings and karmic completion. So you may be going through something or be very good at dealing with those things. We also have here She Who Rises Up, Pearl, empowering, uplifting, and elevating. Yeah, see, you rise above these things. Then you have Orca Whale here, adventure. You dare to do things differently. You know how to sing your wild song. You manifest your travel dreams. You attempt the great journey with ultimate confidence. You are loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. You are brave. You are more powerful than you even know. All right, then you have the Tower. Oh, there's a true Libra reading right there because we got that Tower. Whoop, whoop. Then you have the Two of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. You have financial security with the Talisman Oracle. You have Slow and Steady with the Enchanted Map Oracle. And then you have Selenite, which is Peace, card 37, the Crown Chakra, with the Eternal Crystals Oracle messages. And we will reveal your spirit animal totem at the end, okay? All right, so what I am getting here is that you are a very passionate person and you like new beginnings. You like to put things down. You like to end things cleanly, without difficulty, without hard feelings, okay? If you are in a personal relationship with somebody and it doesn't work out for whatever reason and you decide you're going to leave it, you're going to leave it as friends. You're going to leave it on the best possible note that you can do, because it just feels better to you karmically, okay? And even no matter how difficult the ending may be for whoever, you or the other person, you do this because you honor yourself by doing so. You honor the other person by doing so, okay? It uplifts that person, telling them, you know, whatever the truth of the situation is, but that this is how you feel. You're not accusing them of anything. Okay, you're very, very empowering. I love this energy. You do like life. You do enjoy fun. You do honor and cherish your friends and your families, and all of your relationships do matter to you. Now, with this Tower energy, you are willing to be awakened to whatever you need to know. You're ready to let your ego go at a drop of a dime. If your ego gets in the way, you fully expect to have Spirit shake you up and wake you up, okay? And that means that sometimes you may not be aware that this is happening, okay? And that's why you are willingly accepting a new start from Spirit with a Tower energy here. I love this. I love this message. This is pretty cool. We all have an ego. Our ego is what preserves us. Sometimes our egos get overconfident, a little prideful, a little too prideful. Okay, it's always when we go out of moderation and into extremes that the Tower comes along. Okay, so keep that in mind. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. We also have the Ace of Wands here. And I am hearing that there is some sort of financial security coming in here for you. You've got a passionate new beginning coming with this Ace of Pentacles. So this is about working with other people to bring about something that's going to be beneficial for all of you. I keep hearing 3 people, 3 entities, 3 energies. The number 3, okay? So you have spiritual guides that are around you. They are sending you love. They're sending you support. They're sending you guidance. So there is something. You are getting downloads. You are getting synchronicities. You're getting messages. You might be shocked by something that does come out of the blue here once you release something, okay? Like you think you have an understand. I'm sorry. I'm getting a big message here for this group. You have a belief or a way of doing something here, and it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. However, in order for this new thing to come in, you're going to have to be shocked by something. Spirit's going to come in and wake you up, okay? Spirit's going to come in and take those blinders off for you, and you're going to resist it at first. Spirit's saying, don't. You know better. Don't resist, okay? It's the quicker you take those blinders off and acknowledge what you're seeing, the quicker that new start that's going to be financially beneficial for you and those other people can come in for you. All right, let's see what financial security means from the Talisman Oracle, okay? What does this financial security say? You are about to experience great rewards or success concerning financial security. This card may indicate a sudden blessing, and this card keeps coming out for the Libras. So it's definitely focused on whoever chose the Sodalite pile of Libras, cross-watchers and channel fans. Complete success in a financial partnership lies ahead. You may be very lucky in your investments, and you may not have to worry about your lifestyle anymore. That does not mean that you can be reckless with your money, though. However, take a moment, treat yourself a little bit. There are 4 moons on this card, indicating the results that you seek are not instant gratification, okay? But your deliberate, calculated risk will turn out favorable, as 4 is the number of stability. Absolutely. You can use the positive affirmation, I am strategic here, okay? Yeah. I'm hearing something about digging deep. There may be some sort of historical reference here, okay? Because I keep hearing et tu Brute, but it's not that. It's just the reference to, it's a historical reference. So don't take the quote as the meaning, but take historical reference, something like that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what the Enchanted Map oracle messages for you. Card 12, which adds up to 3. Okay, and we just said 3. You've got divine guidance, support, protection, and love. All right, solitude. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. So there's a lot about, whoops. Okay, that message was for somebody, but I was on the wrong page. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. We may not want to hear that. We may want to rush in, but guess what? What's the other quote? Haste makes waste. Whenever you rush in, you don't see everything clearly. Dig deeper. Dig deeper. You don't see things clearly. Spirit's really trying to reach out to somebody here. You're about to get a very shocking download. All right. Remember that old cliche that says slow and steady wins the race? Well, this is the time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing things down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. So there's something in the journey. Okay, so digging deeper, historical, going into the past. Some of you may be traveling to, I'm hearing the Gaza Strip, Giza, the pyramids, the Sphinx, the pilgrimage wall for the, I believe it's the Jews. Any of these historical, ancient places, some of you may be traveling there, okay? And you will have a revelation during this. And it may not even be a physical journey. You may be watching something on TV, on YouTube, or reading a book. But some sort of revelation is coming to you, okay? And there is a tie and a link to the past. Okay, pushing things forward impulsively will not only prevent success, but may potentially cause more trouble than you are prepared to handle. Moving too quickly can only yield unripe fruit with a bitter taste. So please slow down, take a deep breath, meditate. You're not a human doing. You are a human being. Just be. Everything will work out if you can apply the brakes and become more aware of what's happening in this particular moment. A calm focus on the now, breathing in the beauty of your surroundings, will restore your power to consciously co-create your world. All fruits ripen in their own time, so things will happen. Oh boy, if any of you encounter this, or have recently, because time and tarot are fluid, you may have already encountered this. Drop it in the comments. Let us know, okay? That's pretty interesting. Actually, that's very interesting. All right, let's look at your selenite here, your Eternal Crystals Oracle card. And that is card 37, which says peace. Try to meditate or quiet your mind to raise your consciousness and to create peace in your life, slowing things down, okay? Create a safe and quiet space in your home, okay? Within yourself. Remember that you can also quiet your mind absolutely anywhere, whether it's at work, school, on a bus, on a plane, or in a busy restaurant, or out at a tourist attraction where there's so many people and you just need that moment to receive your download. All you need to do is to take time to consciously slow down your thoughts for just a couple of minutes. Let the world carry on around you. Focus only on yourself and your breathing for just a few minutes. As you breathe, you can affirm to yourself and the universe that peace and serenity surround you. Feel yourself attracting only positive energy. See and feel all negativity disappearing from your energy field. When your mind is peaceful and clear, you can look clearly at situations in your life, and you will connect with your higher wisdom and gain insight that will help you on your path. Oh my gosh. Selenite is associated with your crown chakra, so please have your chakras open. I want to take a moment. I did clean my windows. There's Caesar and Cleo, the two sandhill cranes. See, showed up for you guys in particular. There they go. Beautiful birds. They come to visit quite often now. All right. Sorry for the distraction. All right. Let's finish. Well, we're not going to finish here, but we have Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. And 29, which is the card number, is also an 11. Okay. So there is Spirit Animal Oracle. Some big bird just flew past the window, and it was not one of the sandhill cranes. I think it was the hawk. That's probably what had the squirrels screaming, because Sage was in the house. Giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When Giraffe Spirit appears for you, it is a sign to observe from a higher perspective. In all aspects of your life, it may be time for you to stretch your neck out and broaden your opinions and your view. Open your eyes to what others may need or what others are going through, and see the big picture that you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, your knowledge, or your experiences, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. So please, just stretch yourself a little bit. Look beyond what catches your attention at eye level and understand that not everything is as obvious as we might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective, okay, that might make all the difference in the world with these two aces here. Are you possibly sticking your neck out too far, reaching too high instead of looking around you to see what the conditions are? What's happening with the people that you care about? What's happening with your money? What's happening in your job? Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable, but Giraffe Spirit is showing up to remind you, this is your wake-up call here, that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary at this time, and that means checking in with what is going around you everywhere, not just in one place. All right, let's see. Do not get so far up in the clouds thinking about all the big problems of the world or how beautiful your life is and everything else that you forget to do your part, however small it may be, okay, to start transforming your life right where you are. All right, let us get your astrology message that Spirit asked me to wait until the end of each reading to get you. So we know that the number 11 is about trusting your gut and listening to your heart, okay? Connecting to your intuition, your higher power, being in alignment, opportunities and doors opening for you. So you have fixed signs, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. And all of these things are your energy here, okay? So Spirit is saying one more card here. There it is. Whoops. I'm sorry, I just bumped the camera. An Aquarius energy. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imagining. So thinking outside the box, doing things a little bit differently, waking up to the possibilities. Okay, there is stability in what you're doing, and you do have a loyal group around you. You know that what you receive in downloads from Spirit, from your angels, from your elevated ancestors, whoever is sending you your messages, you know you can trust them. They are dependable. You're loyal. They are loyal to you. All right. This is where you're going to receive your original ideas from. Absolutely love this reading for you. Don't forget, if it's yours and you're happy with it, drop a comment, tickle, tap, or boop that like button. Of course, anyone who's still here, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this reading and you'd like to see more like this. Drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, go ahead and check out the description box, and I will catch you later. Bye.